Hi, I'm Mrs. Stump, and today we're going to talk more about mindfulness. And today we're going to focus on our breathing. Our breathing, if you're running a race, can be very fast, makes your heart beat quickly. Sometimes you even get sweaty. Or sometimes if you're on a scary ride at an amusement park, you went to Holiday World and you're getting that nervous feeling in your tummy for going up on a roller coaster, our breathing gets a little bit different than it is normally. Today we're going to practice some breathing techniques that are going to help you calm down and be mindful. We all have those moments throughout the day where we get a little nervous. Even moms and dads and teachers get nervous through the day. The important thing is to know everything you have that you need to help you calm down, you already have with you all the time, every day. So these breathing techniques that we can do can help us no matter where we are. You don't have to be sitting on the floor to do them. You could be sitting in your desk at school. You could be at home in your kitchen, sitting at your living room or dining room table. You can be anywhere and practice a few of these techniques that are going to help you calm down. Now, sometimes we have breathing that helps us calm down that we can do sitting up. But if you're like my daughter, she gets a little bit nervous sometimes at night, especially if it's raining or storming outside. And so we practice something called a body scan, which we'll be doing in just a second. What I want you to do is remember that when we breathe in, we're going to breathe through our nose. And when we breathe out, exhale through our mouth. It's important that we're not breathing in and out through our mouth the whole time, or you end up getting chapped lips and maybe panting a little bit more than we should be. This breathing is going to help you be calm and maybe even feel a little bit more self-assured. If you breathe like this before you give a big presentation at school, you're probably going to be a lot more calm when you stand in front of your class. The first breathing exercise that we're going to do is called bubble breathing. And I want you just to sit on the floor like I am. You can cross your legs if you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable with your legs crossed and you feel more comfortable just letting your legs out straight, that's fine too, but you can't be laying backwards, okay? So I'm just gonna sit with my legs crossed because this is comfortable to me. I teach first grade, so I feel like I'm on the floor like this quite often. Today when we practice bubble breathing, I want you to pretend you have a bubble wand, just like that come in the little containers, and we're going to practice blowing that slowly. Now, I know you've all done that before, and you know that if you breathe fast, if you blow very quickly through that little bubble wand, the bubble doesn't form. You don't make any beautiful bubbles to let go into the sky. Instead, they pop. So I want you to think about that as we pretend that we're going to blow on our bubble wand and bubbles are going to come out. We're going to blow slowly. I want you to put the bubble wand in front of you. We're going to breathe in through our nose, 5 counts, and then we're going to breathe slowly out through our mouth for 5 counts. Are we ready? Let's breathe in. And when we breathe out, we're going to breathe through that bubble wand. Can you imagine in your head that you do have a bubble wand? What the bubbles look like when they come out? Let's try it again. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Those bubbles are flying away just now. That is one breathing exercise that's really easy to do. And I think of all the times that I do that myself. It makes you calm down a little bit. Okay. The next one we're going to do is called balloon breathing. Now, have you ever tried to blow up a balloon? Some of them are not easy to blow up, and some of them take a little bit more time than others. Good thing is we don't have to tie any balloons because we're just going to imagine. This time when you breathe in, we're going to breathe in through our nose like we always do. We're going to breathe out, but we're going to put our hand up here because we're going to have to hold that balloon in place. So we're going to breathe out to fill the balloon. And as the balloon gets bigger, we're going to have to hold it with the other hand. Okay? We're going to probably have to breathe in and out at least twice to fill up our balloon all the way. Are you ready? Let's breathe. Hold your balloon up there at your mouth. Let's breathe in and out. Hold it tight again. Breathe in and out. Have you blown up your balloon? Let it go. The balloon breathing is another one where you're breathing a little bit more deeply than you were when you were bubble blowing. Now, another one we're going to do is called shoulder roll breathing. And when you use your shoulders, you're just getting another part of your body involved in the breathing. When you breathe in, your shoulders are going to go up into your ears, and when you breathe out, they're going to roll back down to where they're supposed to be. So this kind of does two things. It helps you practice your breathing, but it also relaxes your shoulders, because you know when you get stressed and tense and anxious, a lot of times we hold a lot of tension in our back and shoulders, and this is going to help us out. So let's breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Let's try that one again. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. How does your body feel when you're rolling your shoulders too? Is it different than just breathing through the bubble wand or blowing up a balloon? It should feel different. Make sure you're being mindful of not just what your nose is doing when you inhale and your mouth is doing when you exhale. Make sure you're being mindful of how your shoulders are moving while you're inhaling and exhaling. Now, the next thing we're going to do is called take 5 breathing. Have you ever heard the expression, let's take 5? That usually means let's just take a little break. And sometimes a break is all you need to refocus so that you're ready to finish the task that you started. When we do a take 5 breathing, you're going to put your hand in front of you. Maybe it's on your leg, and we're going to trace around it as we're breathing. Now, since I'm wearing black pants, I'm going to hold my hand up to trace, but obviously I want you to put yours down flat, or even if you need to lean over while you're doing it, that would work too. The most important thing is we're taking our time to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. And while we're doing that, we're going to breathe in, and we're going to get to the top of the finger, we're going to breathe out. We're going to go to the valley. We're going to breathe in to the top of the finger. We're going to breathe out into the valley. In, out, in, out, in, out, and then put your hands down. And if you still don't feel calm, you can go to the other hand and do the same thing. These breathing techniques are really good to use because you can do them at any time. And when you do them, nobody around you even has to know you're doing them. So maybe the teacher is called on you and you get to give the presentation in front of the class next. If you practice one of these breathing techniques, it could help you relax as you're walking to the front of the class to give your presentation. It doesn't take but just a few minutes to refocus and recenter yourself so that you are less anxious, less stressed, and you feel more ready to take on the task you're supposed to be doing. Now, the next thing we're going to do is a body scan. Now, for this one, I'm going to ask you to lay down, and I want you to lay down completely flat. I want your hands beside your body and your body laying completely flat. And what we're going to do is close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, of course you may keep them open. But we're going to tense our whole body up, all of our muscles. We're going to squeeze everything very, very tightly, and then we're going to slowly let them melt. And as those melting of our muscles is happening, you're going to slowly let yourself calm down and feel a little bit more at ease. This is something that I do with my daughter at night when she feels anxious. We can lay in bed and do this. You could even sit down in a chair and do this if you wanted to. The most important thing for this technique is just feeling every part of your body as you are working through the body, tensing it up and letting it all relax. To start off with, I want you to lay flat, and I want you to tense up your whole body, even your face. Even give yourself a really tense face, everything tense. and slowly let it melt like you're the snowman in the sunshine that's melting, and you feel everything get a little bit more relaxed. Now the next time, I want us just to tighten up our toes. So take your toes and get them tight and point your feet down and hold them there and think about what your muscles are doing. Think about how your toes feel right now. Think about how your legs feel. And then slowly let your toes relax. Let your feet relax, and notice when your feet relax, they slowly fall to the sides. Wiggle them out. Next, I want you to go to your calf. This is the bottom part of your leg. And I want you to tighten it. For me, that's another point, and I squeeze my legs together. And I want you to slowly let your calves and your legs melt. Notice again how when your legs are relaxed, they start to fall to the side. We're going to work all the way up our bodies, and I want you to next just tense your tummy and your sides. Squeeze everything in like you're really trying to hold your tummy in. And maybe it even hurts your sides a little bit, and then slowly relax everything. Let's work our way on up to our shoulders. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Tense them up really, really tight. Really, really tightly. And then let them all relax. Now, it's hard to tense your head, but we can tense our face by making a really sour face. And then slowly letting it melt away so we don't feel any tension in our face anymore. Now let's go down to our shoulders. I want you to tense your shoulders up. And then slowly let your shoulders melt. And notice when your shoulders get melted down and relaxed, how they also let your arms fall. Okay, we're working our way down to our arms. Give me big muscles. Tense them up and lay them to your side like you're trying not to move, and you're all tied down. And then slowly let your muscles relax. Touch the ground with the backs of your hands. Relax. Okay, we're down to our hands. Make a big fist. Maybe you want to pull your hands up at your wrists. Make them really tense. And then slowly let your fingers out. Shake them out. Wiggle them. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our whole body and we're going to bring everything in and make it really tense again. Everything tense. And hold it there. Think about what your body feels like when you're holding it there. Can you feel your muscles? I can feel the muscles in my legs and my feet. I can feel the muscle in my tummy even. Now slowly, in 10 seconds, melt back to calm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometime after doing the body scan like this, it makes us feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more relaxed, a lot less anxious. If you have trouble going to sleep, it's an excellent thing to try. I hope that this has helped you find a way that you can calm yourself and be mindful, be present. Now we worked through that pretty quickly, but you can do any of those breathing exercises or even the body scan at your own pace. I've done yoga programs where they have meditation that is very similar that can take up to 1 hour, and you feel very calm afterwards. The important thing is to remember, if you know these techniques, you have everything on your body that you need to help you be in that calm place, to be mindful of what's happening around you and how you're feeling at the time. How you feel inside is going to help you know the next time you're in a situation that made you feel the same way, that you could use one of those breathing techniques, or you could use the body scan. Even if you're sitting in your desk at school, you could tighten everything up and relax it very gently, and it will help you. The important thing is to remember those feelings inside and to breathe correctly. I hope that these have helped you practice some mindfulness at home, at school, at ball, or at dance. And I hope that these will help you all the rest of your future. You will remember these and you can teach others these techniques that may help them as much as they've helped me, and hopefully as much as they help you.